the Xfinity to the Cup car, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. It's going to be a tough one for sure. I think it's too tough to take for a reason, right? It's just a tough racetrack to get around. Got to be super patient, especially in these Cup races. I kind of learned that the hard way there last year in the 48. I thought we had a decent car and just made too many mistakes, got in the wall and got a toe link and all that mess. So just looking forward to getting there. I think there's a lot of fun tracks coming up. And, I think we're only getting better.
You see the tide turning for Storehouse Racing and for Ford in general?
Yeah, I mean, for us at least, right? Like, I think we're trying to manage our expectations a little bit. But we've ran way better than we finished a lot of races. I mean, we could easily have several top tens in the bank right now. Just different things have happened in each race to hold us back from that. So I think we should have a great opportunity for that tomorrow. Dover's been a really good track for me over the years. I'm excited to this race and see how we do. We should start just outside the top 10. I think we can maintain right there and have a solid day.
So you think you can break that Ford spell here?
I don't know if we're necessarily feeling like we can win, but I think we can have a solid day. And we've had good cars a lot of races this year. Like I said, we just had different things that have held us back from really finishing where we should. So I mean, for us, that's before anything, we just have to keep doing what we're doing. I think if we keep bringing good race cars, I keep getting better. We qualify better like we did today, start up front, have good pit stops, we can start clicking off some solid finishes.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.
How do you feel overall that your full rookie season has been so far? Granted, you've made Cup starts sporadically the last few years, but now just being in the number 4 car full-time, having more chemistry with the team, would you say that's helped, or how far along are you progressing, do you think?
Yeah, I think we're only going to keep getting better. I felt like we've had some really good race cars this year at times. We've just had some issues with execution, just finishing these races out and getting the finishes that we deserve. So for me, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing, keep trying to get better every week, every day, try to keep getting better, run better, qualify better. And like I said, this is a good track for all of us, so I'm excited to race tomorrow.
And also in terms of this weekend and this track with potential tire wear, would 2 tire stops be a potential option? Because track resistance obviously going to be important as well.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of risk versus reward. I think if you can, I think it's a good play if you can maybe catch a caution early afterwards and get 4 back on it. But more than anything, it's just gonna be hard to tell. I don't think the tire wear, the first run or two, there might be some tire wear. But once the rubber gets down, it'll be pretty normal.
Awesome. Good luck this weekend.
Jeff, speaking of tire wear, obviously NASCAR announced the new option tire for the All-Star race. What are your thoughts about that, especially being at a short track like North Wilkesboro?
Yeah, I think it's a cool idea. It sounds like they're going to be pretty aggressive with the compound difference. It's just really hard to tell, right? I think it's definitely a good idea. The problem I feel like is everybody will probably use the tires at the same time, so the whole everybody will get faster, everybody will get slower, some type of deal. But we'll just see how it goes. Like, I think that's what we've been asking for, is softer tires. We'll see if it works and go from there.
Do you expect it to maybe turn into a Bristol-like race at all at that rate?
No, I don't. Bristol's its own animal when it comes to tire wear. Concrete acts differently than asphalt. I think it's just I don't really anticipate that.
Josh, you won here in the Xfinity Series a couple of years ago. Also have a Cup top 10 here. What is it specifically about Dover that fits your racing style?
Yeah, I really don't know. The first time I came here, I raced with no practice and had a really good race and finished second. And was really nervous coming here for the first time without practice or any laps. So I think sometimes places just seem to fit your style. It's hard to say one way or the other why that is. I think this place is intense. I mean, you gotta race hard the whole time. I think it's just it's its own animal. So for whatever reason, it's fit my style. I feel like it's a good track for me, and hopefully we can keep that trend up this weekend.
Thank you.
We didn't necessarily have tire issues. I would say they're kind of more so normal Dover. It does kind of make you wonder, right? Just a little bit. It's kind of felt a lot like Bristol, just as far as how there's tons of marbles. Whereas tomorrow it's going to be quite a bit warmer. So, that definitely shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, it's definitely always just it gets your attention for sure once you come here and on a green track and all that good stuff.
And since you've been through Bristol, would it be less jarring if you have to start managing tires here?
Yeah, it'd be different. And Bristol's a little bit different, right? Just because it's quite a bit smaller than this place. And I think everyone would be more prepared for it, right? Teams, drivers, everyone. But it's still quite out there from what we normally do, and especially here, right? You're so used to pushing so hard on the edge every lap. It would be different, but like I said, I don't fully expect to see that tomorrow.
Things yet. Look forward to learning to it, and I hope that Eric's back in action quickly.
I guess if NASCAR had found something that really alarmed them, they would have already talked to you guys about it.
I would think so. Like I said, I don't know the details to speak on it yet. The car seemed like it crushed a lot, which is good. Could it be better? I'm sure something could be better, right? I mean, he's hurt, so something could have been better, no doubt. But like I said, I'm sure we'll learn from it and move forward, whether it's, like you said, seat location or what. I'm interested to see where, the angles of his legs and those type of things for acting like that.
Do you have any sense of why? Okay, so like, if something happens in NASCAR where somebody's cheating or somebody did something, it's almost like, whoa, look, they got caught with this, but people are like, oh, that's a good try. Like, good. It's like it's sort of appreciated or applauded. Like, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying here. But like from the IndyCar, I mean, obviously I'm not there, but it feels like it's like, oh my God, can you believe this happened? Like the way it's being, like, I don't know, it just seems like a different environment. Is there a difference between the two forms of motorsport that one is embraced and one is like,
Culturally, every form of motorsports is so different. Right, you look at NASCAR and what they are. You look at these guys racing these king of the baggers behind me right now. Right, like it's such a different culture all the way through. Right, drag racing, IndyCar racing, F1 racing. Everybody just the cultures are. It seems like it should be similar, right? Because they're motorsports, right, and they're racers, and people are trying to figure out how to make their cars faster and win races, but it's just the way they go about things is so different. And not only are the racers different, but the fans are different too. In a lot of them. So culturally, I can't speak on what they have because I'm not over there. I don't understand all of the way they go about everything and what they do and all those things.
The rules for the All-Star race got announced with the alternate tires. Is that something you're a fan of and are excited to try out?
I like that we're trying something. I don't really I don't know what it's going to do, if it's going to be better or worse, if the tire is actually going to be faster for a little bit or not. Beats me. I don't think anyone's going to know until we get there to practice, right? When you throw them out for practice, and if they go faster, then we're going to have a lot to talk about.
And if we're not touching horsepower, I guess this is the best we can do, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty apparent that horsepower is probably not going to happen. As much as every driver here would love that, it doesn't seem like we're going to make any headway with that. So what's the next thing that's closest to it? Making tires that don't have much grip, right? Or at least fall off really, really aggressively. So I'm glad we're trying something. Something needs to be tried. And so we'll see. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? What do you have to lose, right? You might as well try it. It's the All-Star race. And if it works, great. We can maybe apply it to some other races. If it doesn't, well, hey, we tried something, and maybe it gives us direction. So I think we're all open to swinging the bat.
Thank you, Joey. Steven Stumpf, Frontstretch.com. Kyle, this is only your second pole that you've won in qualifying with the next-gen car. So given the recent weeks you've had, how important is it to get a milestone like that? And also with the colder temps today, the huge tire wear, how different will the racing be tomorrow compared to what we've seen today?
Yeah, I mean, qualifying has never really been my strong suit. I'm definitely one that gets into a rhythm and gets into a set with the race car throughout the race and is able to make the most of the race car with laps. So I feel like I've definitely won more than double the amount of races than I do have poles. So it's I wouldn't say that's a next gen factor, but definitely a little Kyle Busch factor in that as well. What was your other part?
And then it was with the tire wear and the colder weather.
Yeah.
How different will tomorrow be from what we've seen today?
Yeah, I mean, today is not at all indicative of what we're going to see tomorrow. Just the weather being very cool today, the track temperature going up means it's better for the tire wear for rubber to get down on the track to help the tire wear. So we didn't see any of that today. We actually picked up the Xfinity and the Arca rubber from yesterday. So hopefully we need some heat in the track. So hopefully we get that hot day like it's projected.
Thank you.
This is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these two videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.